Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our sharing session. Today's topic is a very important topic which is close to my heart and close to many of the parents. Special children basically have issues in terms of their development. We have 5 domains of development: physical, social, emotional, cognitive, and language. And special children have delays in certain areas or domains of their development. Because of that, they are not in par with the typical children. Now, how do they become special is another point, because sometimes these children can be born special. At birth, they are special. For example, Down syndrome due to chromosome, children who are ADHD, hyperactive children due to chemical disorder already present at birth. And in some cases, a certain incident can happen in their life which cause them to be special. For example, they have a high fever, they may lose their hearing or lose their eyesight, or they get electrocuted, or they go for a swim and they drown and not enough oxygen goes to their brain. Cerebral palsy takes place, or they take too much of medication. That also can result in them being special. Children are from the age of 0 to 18. So based on the statistics we have got, 15% of the 10 million children in Malaysia are special. Now, in Malaysian status, when children are special, the opportunities for them will lie within 2 departments. That is the Education Department or Ministry of Education to provide them education. And in some cases, it lies with the Ministry of Human, Family, Community Development under Jabatan Kebajikan or Welfare Department to provide the children with the care they needed. And presently in our schools, we have about 92,000 children, which is about less than 10% of school-going children with special needs in our schools today. 92,000 in our schools, and it is said that only about 10% of our children who are special are attending schools for one reason or other. Yes, we have got Disability Act 2008. While Section 28 provides opportunities for education for these children in Malaysia, ensures that these children are given proper guidance. However, if the child is neglected in school, he's a special child. In Section 41, the parent or caregiver cannot take action against the school or the government or the council if the child is neglected in school. So we have got the Disability Act. We also in 1997, Ministry of Education, we introduced the Education Regulation 1997, which in reference to special needs. This was reviewed, and in 2013 we reviewed the law. So now we have the Special Education Regulation 2013. So these are the 2 main laws now regulating education. Before I go to that, let me explain the education regulation. Under the Education Regulation of 2013, if a child must be certified by the government hospital to be special, and once he's certified, and if he wants to go to Standard 1, then he applies to go to Standard 1, the school will take him in, and the school will allow him to go to a normal inclusive classroom for 3 months. And after 3 months, the child will be assessed by the principal or supervisor or head teacher or special needs teacher in the school, number 1. Number 2, by an officer from Jabatan Kebajikan or welfare department, and number 3, an officer from the education department. These 3 will sit together, evaluate the assessment reports which have been prepared by the class teachers, and then they will decide whether the child needs to go to a special school. We have 33 special schools in Malaysia, 28 for primary and 5 for secondary, or he needs to go to an integrated classroom. We have 1,300 schools having an integrated classrooms in the primary and about 700 in the secondary. Or parents have 1 month to appeal if they are not happy with the decision. In case a child is asked to go to a special school or put in an integrated classroom and the parents are not happy, they want the child in the inclusive classroom with the typical children, they can appeal within that 1 month. The final decision, again, the committee will make is made. So there's no space and place for them to appeal after the decision is made. So we need changes in the law, we need changes in terms of training, we need awareness of parents, we need parents to be involved, we need schools to be more friendly to children with special needs, not only humanly, but also physically. Some of them are disabled physically. If they have to climb the chairs and you have to carry them just to get to their classroom, or carry them to the lab in the wheelchair, it's going to be very difficult. So we need to be physically, the environment has to be friendly. Humanly, we need to accept them as our equal, as our children. And we need to open our doors to special children. Let me tell you, your child may be special, but he has God's gifts and he can reach the stars. A lot of special children. So as parents, don't give up on the children. Be patient, be persistent, discover their talents, work with educators, give and be someone great in life.